Yo, what's up, Manchester United fans? Welcome to Tikitaka Talks, episode 7. Your boy Masharia in the building, DJ Samshens. And today, this one, hii episode nayo itakuwa ni moto sana. Gameweek 11, Tottenham versus Manchester United. And what a night at Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. I know, my fellow United fans, our hearts almost stopped. Bruh, the game had everything. Drama, mistakes, joy, pain, redemption, all in 96 minutes of game plus madness. Let's start straight. Final score, Tottenham 2, Manchester United 2. The Ligt, the man, 96th minute header to rescue us from the jaws of defeat. But how did we even reach that point? Let's break it down proper, line by line. From the first whistle, you could tell this was going to be very easy. Spurs at home, crowd buzzing, new tactics, fresh energy. United looked composed, but not sharp. First 15 minutes, both sides just feeling each other's and testing each other's claws. Possession, swinging, but no real threat. Tottenham had slightly more of the ball, around 55% of the ball, but we were compact. Pressing when needed. Bruno was shouting, organizing the boys, and Amad Diallo on that wing looked lively and trying to upset Udogie. Then, around the 30th minute TV, boom! United first real move. Diallo finds space, floats that beautiful cross, and my guy, Mbeumo, rises like a salmon, directs that header bottom at the bottom corner. 1-0 United. Where? Sio goal ilikuwa tamu. Calm na hiyo celebration yake ya hivi. Jama is very composed when it comes to the goal. This is the 5th goal or the 6th goal of the season for Manchester United. And the most composed of them all is Bryan Mbeumo. Who would have thought? The best summer signing of the century. Let's talk about that. So, halftime came through. We were still leading. Confidence was very high. But let's be honest. We were not controlling the game at all. We were not. Tottenham was above us in terms of controlling the game. We only had a few shots. Spurs were probing, but no finish at all because he had a very good wall of Senil Lamens. Because he saved he was one of, I think Senil Lamens is also one of the best signing that Manchester United did under Ruben Amorim for the transfer window that happened in January. Second half, ikaanza, and you can feel Tottenham's tempo rising. In the first 15 minutes, they were controlling the game. Those men were pushing high, trying to pin us back. But our defense, they Ligt and Dalot and Shaw. Let's talk about not Dalot at first, but when Mazraoui was playing. Those were the people who were controlling the game mostly. Holding steady, but Bruno and Palhinha were now lisumbuana kwa hiyo game, trying to link up with Mbeumo and Sesko. He had a very big deal when trying to compose or to control that gameplay between Sesko and Mbeumo. Palhinha naye alitukalia design ingine. We didn't know what was happening, but they controlled that game. But our transition was slow. You could see fatigue in our boys creeping in. Ahmad was still working and pressing a little bit, but every time he got the ball, 3 Spurs players were around him. That midfield battle was very rough. You could see that Ahmad, when trying to press, Udogie and some 3 players could approach him all of a sudden because they know what he can do with that left foot of his. So the twist began. Spurs made changes. First, they brought this guy, Matthias Tel, a new guy, and the Oldobet, another new guy, I think. I've never had him in the Premier League. I stand corrected. Those two changed everything. Suddenly the game pace changed. Power, directness, and even the amount of pressure onto Manchester United. United start defending deep. That is what they did. Because that was the only option they could do with that game. They were pressing hard. We could see there was a threat coming. Then 84th minute came. Heartbreak. Spurs equalized. Tail finished off a messy sequence that Odobert, walicheza hapo na Udogie combined on the flank. 1-1, the stadium erupts. Remember, we are in Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. Manchester United is at an away place. Although we could hear the chants for Ruben Amorim and also that chant of what is it called? There are 2 chants that were heard very much. United Roads. That song was very well heard in that stadium. But In the 84th minute, we all went silent because they had equalized. And we saw this coming while watching that game. Kuna venye tulikuwa tunacheza tu lose ball ufala. So Tel finished off from Udogi and Udobet and Odobet. For the first time, you could see panic in United's faces from the goalkeeper all the way straight to Benjamin Sesko. Now, let's be honest as fans. That goal was coming. We were sitting too deep. We stopped pressing, and instead of killing the game with the second goal, we invited pressure to our own third. Then Sesko goes down injured after losing a ball. Sesko was one-on-one with the goalkeeper, although there was a guy who came in and slid onto him. But that guy, if that was Brian Mbeumo, I am very sure we could have scored that goal. I am very sure of that. But since Sesko, I think he has another thing that for him to settle in Manchester United, I think it's going to be time is going to tell. Not now, but this guy, we have all seen what he can do in front of the goal. But yesterday, I think he was not that confident for me, according to me. But that is just my opinion, according to me. So then Sesko alienda chini akaumia. We started playing with 10 minutes for a moment. For 10 with 10 players, sorry, for a moment. But something just happened. It was like, no way, not now, when Sesko went down. That disrupted everything. We lost our out ball and our counter option that we had together with Benjamin Sesko. And bro, from there, Tottenham smelled blood. The momentum flipped completely. 90th minute, Richarlison sneaked in, slight deflection, ball in the net. 2-1 in favor of Tottenham. Hey, I won't lie. My phone almost flew out of my hand. I was just typing and replying to a friend of mine on WhatsApp, and my phone could almost fall off on my hands. Oh my goodness. I felt it, and I felt the heartbreak myself when I was watching. Where you could feel it. The same old feeling we've had this season. Scoring in the first minute, we lead for a moment, then we concede in the final minutes. Where, because of the chaos, there was a chance. Twitter was already typing. Where everyone was typing that Manchester United is a flop. I remember the person we were talking to. I know he's going to watch this. I remember the person we were talking to against each other when we were losing after the 90th minute. He told me that we are all buggers. We are all bad people. Like we are not qualified even to play in the EPL. He talked about us dropping onto the relegation zone and even dropping onto the last or the next tier of the EPL, that is the Super League, if I'm not wrong. But then that this is why we love football. Because in the chaos, there is always a chance. United win a corner in the 96th minute. Bruno steps up as the captain, the guy from Sporting like Cristiano Ronaldo. He stepped up, perfect delivery, and my man, Matthias de Ligt, jumped above everyone and bang, header back into the net. Oh my goodness. 2-2, 96th minute, the final minute. Bro, an equalizer that minute is nothing of that sort, man. It's not something we just take for granted. And who is that? Matthias de Ligt, the guy who just lost a ball previously for the second goal that Richarlison scored. Oh my goodness. I screamed. I screamed. I hope you also screamed as a United fan. The whole of this place screamed. I could hear people screaming in their houses also. Oh my goodness. That is the passion for Manchester United you could hear all around my place and all around where I live. Even Spurs fans could not believe that. Them themselves, that goal wasn't luck. That was pure mentality. Matthias de Ligt has been solid all through. But that header, that was captain material. Oh my goodness. When you check the stats later, Spurs had more possession, more shots, about 10 to 5, but United were very efficient. We created fewer chances, but took the ones that mattered the most. Our defense was tested, yes, but we didn't fold. Bruno got the assist for that corner. Ahmad got one for Bruno's or Mbeumo's opener. Both creators delivered perfectly and magnificently. Captain or Capitano Magnifico did a very fantastic match. And Lamens, let's not forget about that. Since this guy joined Manchester United in the summer, or since he started playing with us, we have not lost even a match. So we should give this guy his flowers. Seni Lamens, the Spurs keeper deserves credit. That man denied Mbeumo a second goal earlier. Without those saves, we might have buried the game completely. So what does this draw mean for us or for me? It's bittersweet for Manchester United fans. We let a lead slip again. Not good at all, but we really showed fight to come back at the pitch and at the death time. That mentality, that never say die spirit, that's what we've been missing in Manchester United and Old Trafford. Ruben Amorim still has work to do, no doubt about that, especially with substitutions and game control. I've just posted a certain poster on my Facebook channel and talked about Casemiro. Whenever Casemiro is brought out of the game, 15 times we've conceded. This guy is a solid midfielder. You talk ill about him, but boy, oh boy, this guy is a very good midfielder for our team. So this person that Ruben Amorim, when doing the substitutions, should consider Casemiro as a person who should just finish the 90 minutes and see if we can win that game completely. But if we win, I am sure when Casemiro plays, we score and we win that game most times. That is a fact that has been proven in the Premier League now. So Ruben Amorim still has work to do in the substitutions department. But we've got foundations. You can see the chemistry building inside the Manchester United fans. Player to watch was Matthias De Ligt. Not just for the goal, but leadership. He talks, he commands, he believes, and next to him, keep an eye on Mbeumo. Brian Mbeumo is going to surprise you this season. I think he's going to be one of the top contenders for the Golden Boot this season. Haaland, watch out. Confidence in this guy, movement, and the hunger for goals by this Cameroonian is one thing you should watch out for. So, yeah, that's my story, and that's our story. Manchester United 2, Tottenham 2. A night of fire, frustration, and a one massive sigh of relief. If you felt that roller coaster like I did, make sure you drop a comment and make sure you tell me your man of the match. And when you think of what you think about Amorim and what he should fix in our next game at home against one of the biggest teams in the EPL. As always, this is DJ Samshens with Tikitaka Talks, the home of real football talk. No bias, just passion. Till next episode, stay sharp, stay loyal, and remember, united till the last minute. Peace!